Greenfoot games are based on actors interacting inside worlds. So, the first thing we should do is to actually create a world, and we're going to do it from scratch. Don't forget, you may not have to create a world from scratch. They could give you one that's already there, but it is part of the syllabus and we have seen it on some previous exam papers, so it is worth practicing the skill. We'll start by right-clicking on the world superclass and selecting New Subclass. The window that pops up lets us start by picking a good name for the subclass. We'll build ourselves an island, so let's type island in the box. We're using the naming conventions of Java here, which is why we're using a capital letter at the start. We'd also use camel case if this was more than one word to join them together. We're then going to import the background image from a file. This will usually be provided in a folder called Images and will be given to us in the exam. Now, our image is this lovely repeated picture of some sand, which will make a lovely island background. Click OK, and this creates the subclass island. Now that crisscross pattern on the subclass means that it needs to be compiled before we can do anything with it. So let's go ahead and click that compile button. Great! So now that it's compiled, we can see the world has appeared in the stage, but it's been given an arbitrary shape and size. The exam will always explicitly state what size it should be, so we're going to need to go into the code of the island and change it. Double-click on the subclass to open the code editor. Okay, so the important bit here is in the island method. This is the code that runs as soon as the class is instantiated. In other words, as soon as the class appears on the stage, it will run this code first. The code sets up the world itself, setting up a cell that is 1 pixel wide by 1 pixel tall, and then stating that there should be 600 cells across and 400 cells down. Now, these numbers are just all wrong for the size of image that we are using, which is 60 pixels wide. This is a standard size for the exam questions, but you may need to check. The question we've been given asks for an 8x8 arrangement, so we need to make some changes to the code here. There we go. Now we're telling Greenfoot to draw the island 8 cells wide and 8 cells tall with an image that is 60 pixels wide. We need to recompile the file. There we go. That's the good message to say that it's done it successfully. Now, if we close the code editor and go back to the main window, we should see, well, hey, a nice square world in the correct proportions. So that's how we create a world in Greenfoot. Go and try it for yourself.